Hey, what's up, everybody? This your boy One Gun. This is early live stream. First one I've done in a few days, and don't worry, I'll be uploading stuff. Last night I just got real tired, and I couldn't really do nothing. I just went to sleep. I think because the day before I stayed up for so long, working on stuff. But today is a very interesting day because I haven't really talked about the Archive Infinity much. You basically see me working on it, so to speak. Everybody sees me working on it. Nobody really knows what it's basically about. And like I said before, back in the 2015 Revolution Game Character Contest thing, let me turn this off. I think this is it right here. All right, so this is back from 2015, and from 2015 to now, the story has been changed so much. The story had to change because back then, when I did when I entered the contest, this was basically like, I guess like a unofficial pilot for what was to come next. And the thing about it is, I put so much work. I mean, this is like the first time, at the beginning of me actually doing 3D, because when I was first doing 3D, I started off like everybody else. I started with Blender. Uh, then I went to Poser. Well, I used Poser. I used Blender. I think I used Blender first, and I went to Poser. And this is back when Poser was like Poser 7. This is before, I do believe, when Frontier still owned Poser, before Smith Micro came and bought it out. And I was using Poser 7 to make animations. And then I started learning Motion Builder. And the reason why I started this whole thing using Motion Builder is because of Montione. Montione had said in one of his videos a long time ago that learn Motion Builder. He's like, learn Motion Builder. It's like learn Maya, but he said definitely learn Motion Builder, which is, I don't like Maya, and I use Blender. I had to start using. I use Blender. I didn't really mess with Maya. I mean, I still don't mess with Maya to this day because Maya it was just like Blender was just so much simpler to learn than Maya. Maya is just it's just a learning curve with Maya, and I think I spent like maybe like 10 months trying to really try to use Maya to do something with it, and it all failed. It all failed, and I wound up doing something else. I wound up going back to Blender because Blender was just such a friendly program back then. It still is now. Especially it's so easy. Blender's so easy. But after that, I was using Dash. I was going to Dash, using Dash characters and stuff like that, and I was really spreading myself around when it came to 3D because I was trying to learn everything. When it comes to learning a 3D program, it takes me, if I stay at home for 2 days straight, I could probably learn that program over a weekend. Within a few hours, I will learn the basics, and then after that, I'll be animating it. And that's basically how I really got into 3D. And then by 2012, I was going to school for it. And 2015, I had I left school because I got sick, and have been back since. Plan on going back, but haven't been back since. But um, and that's something that I know someone would talk about because he just learned something new about me today. But as for where this contest comes in, I entered this contest when they released iClone 6. Beginning of iClone 6, they released this. I was doing animations inside of iClone 5, and iClone 5 was great. And I was thinking, like, what if I did a movie or a film about a girl who treasure hunts, but she was a pirate, and she wasn't a pirate no longer. In the space, I talk about space piracy and stuff like that, fictional fantasy stuff, and she's chasing after these treasures, with these keys that unlock the main treasure and stuff like that. It was just all a concept, and then I was just working it out lightly, and then this came along. The contest came along when I bought iClone 6. They opened up this contest. I entered the contest, and I didn't really flesh out the story. I just basically just had a scene to where the whole part of her being a part of the scene folks, of her being a part of the. I don't know, it was just a scene I had in my mind, and worked out that I wanted her to infiltrate a base. I wanted her to take off, infiltrate a base. Hold on, take off, fly to this base, infiltrate the base, steal this item, and kick butt. And that was basics for for this whole pilot episode of Archive. That's it. That's all I wanted to do. And so what I did is I made some little sketches and thumbnails and stuff of it. And within like a day or two, I basically had a beginning, middle, and end of the scene. Beginning where we catch her taking off. The middle when she goes to infiltrate the base, and the end where she actually gets inside the base and she winds up kicking some butt. And she wound up kicking the dude's butt. And I had some more stuff after that, but like during the contest, my dad was sick and all this stuff, so I kind of stopped working for 3 weeks, and then I think it was the night that I left the hospital with my dad. I came home and I had to think about, I just wanted to finish this, do something. I was angry. My dad was sick, and we didn't know if he was gonna make it or not, and I said, you know what, and I had a ton of schoolwork to do. So I said, I put all this stuff aside. I said, I'm going to finish this, and I'm going to show it to my dad. And that's what I did. I finished it, and the doctors had to wind up, pulled a miracle out their butts, wind up, saving my dad. And he was in recovery. By the time I finished this, he was in recovery, and I had to actually rush to finish this. So the end of it is not finished because after she kicks the guy in the face, it was more stuff that happened after that. I never animated it because I was out of time, and I took what I had and I sent it to them. Archive Infinity was unfinished when I sent it to them, but it was polished. There's a difference between being unfinished but being polished. So I concentrated more on the animations and the whole. I got concentrated on the animation and to just polish it off the best I could, the best of my ability. That means going back and tweaking and fixing and retweaking and refixing and reanimating stuff because I knew I could have used that time to go and finish what I had done, but I decided to just polish the animation because I kind of think I figured out what they really want to see in this contest. They wanted to see the actual flow and pipeline of going out of iClone to another third party software and then bringing that stuff back in. Which is basically the predator for the live link. They want to see if they give us all these tools, what we're gonna do with it. And a lot of people, they did a lot of good stuff with it. What they was looking for is like other 3D apps that you could take their stuff into, and when you read the actual criteria for the contest, it says it right there. So I said, oh, okay, well, I'm working. I mean, I think I just got Motion Builder. I was learning it. So I said, why don't I just use Motion Builder and see if I can like take these animations? Because one of the problems I had with iClone was that it had some really bad animation tools for iClone 6. I mean, really bad. And I couldn't get what I wanted out of it, so I went and used Motion Builder. And that's where most of the controversy happened after I won. So when I won, a lot of people wasn't happy. A lot of people wasn't happy. But it was a lot of people that were. I mean, I had more people who were happy about me winning the contest than people who actually didn't like the fact that I won. And everybody was complaining about. I use Motion Builder, blah 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 blah. This, and I'm like, you all could use it the same way. I mean, you all can go over there and get Motion Builder and use it for your projects too. I mean, it wasn't something. It wasn't no secret or nothing, but you could have went over there and got the trial and had the trial for 30 days and used it on your projects. But it's the whole learning curve that a lot of people didn't have with Motion Builder at the time. So the whole thing about it is that I worked hard on this, and after I won, it was a lot of people like ragging on me real bad, about my win and stuff. And I think it was Warlord. I never forget what Warlord said after I told After I told everybody, I said, I'm getting tired of apologizing for my winning. And then Lord said, "What the hell you thinking, dude?" I mean, that's not exactly what he said, but he's like, "You ain't got to apologize to nobody about what you did." He said, you did good work, and you deserve to win, and blah blah blah." Warlord was a real good. Warlord still is a real good guy. I mean, I really do appreciate what he said to me back then, and I had to think about what he said. I was like, no, he right. I worked hard on this. I sat back for hours tweaking and animating and trying to get this software to work. I had problems with it working, and I had to troubleshoot, and then some of this troubleshooting the last half. I was be so tired after I freaking do a scene because something in iClone wasn't working. I had to figure out what it was. Like I had a problem with black dots for a while. The black dot problem came because of specularity, and I finally figured it out, and then I sent it to Kai and told Kai, I say, "Okay, Kai, I'm getting these black spots, and this is why I'm getting them. It's because it had something to do with the specularity and glossiness. You had to adjust that in order for the spots to disappear." And then Kai sent me an email back saying, "Oh, thanks, man. You solved that. We didn't know what you were talking about." And I was talking about the black spot thing for months, folks. They didn't have no clue I was talking about. I made videos. They see the black spots. They said, "We don't know." I was sending them files. They still don't know. So I say, okay. So I sat down and had to scroll through. When I got a black spot, I would take the way. Okay, this is the way I solved it. I took the sampling tool, little eyedropper tool, and just clicked onto the black spot. And then I went in and saw all the settings that were right there, and I started playing with each setting until the spot disappeared. And then when I got to the specular, it disappeared. I was like, oh, okay. So I had to adjust the specularity on every object in the scene, every object. So that took me hours, and it was basically in this scene right here. It was this scene right here where she's in this scene it was nothing. Every time you use I think it was I used depth of field or something like that, the spots it would just be spots, black spots everywhere. So I had fixed that and went on about it. Here is the animation I used for her was from Poser Mocap, and what I did is I enhanced it using Motion Builder. So actually no, I didn't. I just remembered I didn't. I enhanced her animation inside of iClone using the keyframe dope sheet. This is something I did inside of this right here was animation that I used from this is from Mixamo. No, this ain't from me. This is from Eclipse Studio when they were still around. I bought a pack of their animations, and I got this little punch here from them, and this and the animation on him is an enhanced animation that I got from Mixamo, and I bought it in here. And this is back when I had to pay for Mixamo. Mixamo didn't go free until after this contest. It didn't go free until I think the next following summer. So this animation right here came from iClone. When she's walking, I could tell the parts of the film that they like because these are the parts that they put up here. I didn't choose these pics. They did over there at Real. But these are some of the pics from the film, especially this pic right here. I spent days trying to get her to sit down inside of her ship. Yeah, but you could tell what parts of this they liked, and they really liked the film. They really enjoyed it, and also for some people who don't understand, there's actually a video log of everything I did step by step. Everything. I think I might be missing a video, but I have this is me inside of After Effects. Here is I don't even know this video. I didn't know I still had this. I didn't know this video was still up, but it is. This is here's the scene where I worked on her getting inside of the camera work and everything. This is what it looks like, folks. Yeah, so that's that, and here's the video of me creating a character from scratch. I made the character inside of Dash Studio, and it was pretty easy. This is back during the Genesis 1 era. This is how long ago this was. We had Genesis 4 or 5 now. I think this is a keyframe. Yeah, I took that video down because it had. I took this video down because it had music in it that I shouldn't have used. So a lot of times you see this, it's basically music that I wasn't supposed to use. So this another video. This video and this video were basically videos of had music in it that I took down. This is an Indigo render. I was playing around with Indigo, and I was seeing if I could take the. You can tell this is the first version of Stella that I'm using too, the first version of her, and as you can see, this was an Indigo render. I was just testing out to see how it would look if I did whole animation. It took a long time to render this out, but who cares? Yeah, I didn't use it, but I am thinking about Unreal, and I'm thinking about a future for Archive Infinity with Unreal. But here we go again, folks. This is the what is this? I think this is another scene that I did for the contest. Do I talk through it? You're gonna have to go out light, and yeah, it's me explaining. I mean, this is basically explaining everything I did. So this is the vlog. So if you ever go over here, but if you ever go over here, if you want to look at the progress of everything I did, because there is a record of everything I've done on. I don't even know what this is. Other guy where she, yeah, so there's a verbal record of what I did, how I did it, what I used, everything in this vlog over here, and you can see people like great toots, really helpful, follow you on YouTube, snag your motion builder to iClone pipeline thing. So and people also came to my channel to watch a lot of other stuff, so I had a lot of stuff to offer back when I worked in this contest for people to learn, and the stuff is still there for anybody who wants to get it. I had fun working on this whole thing all the way to when it ended, and when it ended, I won, and this is what the judges said about what I did. You know, here's the cash prize I won. I got Substance Indie, I got gift, and I got like $400 worth of gift cards, you know. So basically it came out to be, I mean, I think this came out to be something like, you know, if you add all this stuff in, this was a lot of money. This was a lot of money. And let's go ahead and read this. All right, it says justice criteria for this category. We had a tough time choosing between entries. In the end, Alvin's entry won because he delivered a series of very polished character animations that often left us guessing between keyframing and mocap. Also, Alvin created a thorough work in progress guide on his polycount thread. He was constantly sharing videos, tutorials while talking about his work in order to teach and inspire other animators. For this, we congratulate Alvin. And that's basically what they wanted. I mean, I basically had to read the rules and go by what they had in the rules, the criteria, what they was looking for, and I just basically did it. That's all I did. Jake Renee did the same thing, but he didn't make as many tutorial videos as I did. I went back and looked at his. It's like he did do some stuff, but he didn't do too many tutorials because I think he was really concentrating on his work. I mean, I think he's really concentrating on his work, and don't forget Jake Renee also does other stuff too. So I don't think he really had. I think he had more time to work on his film than he did actually doing on tutorials. But he did do some great tutorials, especially when he showed you how to make the character breathe. If you watch his video, you will see that, and it's a very. I mean, I actually used that tutorial in some of my animations for that reason. This guy right here, this guy is Adolf. He's a really good, and he's really good. I don't really know him, but I know of his work, and he does some really good stuff when it comes to special effects and stuff. Especially some of the stuff he did in this video was kind of amazing for what he did. Like he did this, and I'm still trying to figure out today how the hell did he do this. His backgrounds are wonderful. You know, he plays around with a lot of billboards and stuff like that in his work, but the overall end result is amazing. I mean, it's wonderful. At the time, now this is a few years ago. No, this is back in iClone 6, and you can just see the stuff that he's done is just astounding. You know, Then it came. So it was just me and these other two guys that took like the first, second, and third spots, and you had the honorable mentions, and there was some good stuff in here. Tom Janto's right here. Tom Janto is a very good artist, Wyclone artist. He did this. It was just weird. It's called prototyping. It was very weird, but it was amusing at the same time. It was very weird. I like his camera work. That's one thing I love about this guy's work. I like his camera work. I like his. I just like the overall atmosphere, especially the old guy getting out, and how he just stages every scene. It's just wonder. It's just great. It's great stuff. Um, nah, this kind of crazy stuff he does. This thing started transforming. His character started transforming, and I don't know how he did this in iClone 6 without any type of morphs. I don't know. I do not know how he did that, but yeah, I guess one day he'll save me. Then it was the Prisma art. Now they did a wonderful cartoon. It was all done in Maya though, because they said they couldn't. They had a issue with they had an issue using iClone, so they used Maya to enter the contest, and it would have been awesome. I mean, I think these guys would have won the contest if they used iClone in the production. They didn't use iClone, but they did get an honorable mention, and yeah, that's nice. They did get an honorable mention, and yeah. I just love watching this because today, I mean, this still holds up. It's been some years since they made this, and it still holds up. That's amazing. Oh yeah, this guy Andre Pinsker. Now this guy he did some stuff. He's doing a lot of Star Wars stuff, cyberpunk stuff, Tomb Raider. You can tell he loves Tomb Raider because he's done many Tomb Raider videos. I don't know who this is. I only heard this person once, and I was going through the contest, and I don't know who they are. Mark Pleasant did a wonderful Jungle Girl video. I don't know who this guy is, but he did a nice cartoon too. I don't know who this guy is, but he did some cool stuff. Don't know, definitely don't know who this guy is. Stephen List. I don't know who this guy is, but this Predator video was pretty cool on point. It was pretty nice. Only thing about it is that the Predator face was stuck like this the whole thing. Even through his mask, it was stuck like this the whole thing, all the time. So, I mean, if too bad. I think he did this in Icon 5 or 6. I can't remember. This guy did some good stuff. This guy right here, this guy did some wonderful stuff. He did it all in poser, but it's still good. It's still nice what he did. Um, this guy did some. I love this. When I saw this guy's stuff back in the day, it was nice. He did some nice stuff, and I don't know if he's still. I don't know if I don't. I never heard this guy. I mean, I've seen his videos. I went to his channel, but I don't know if he's doing stuff now anymore. But here's the stuff that we won, and next came the interview. With question and answer. Here's me right here, back in the day. That's an old version of me. I've lost weight since then. I lost a lot of weight, and it was basically asking me about the cartoon, the animation, and stuff like that. A whole bunch of other stuff about what I did, and especially this scene right here. This right here was basically the Archive Infinity when I was playing around with ideas of this girl sneaking around. I started doing visualizations and stuff like that. Especially this scene right here, which is like I'm very well known for over there at Real Illusion, because it's like one of the first videos I posted. In fact, this is the first animation I made with iClone. My very first animation, finished animation I did, and it was just a test to see if I can get out of iClone what I wasn't getting out of Daz and Poser, and I was getting the camera movement, animation, all type. I mean, just this right here, just this time warp right here. It's cool. Yes, they put up their best character animation 2015. This video was basically the original archive video. Like I said, it had music in it that I couldn't use, so I went ahead and just took the video down. That's why this is here. That's why the video is available, because I deleted it myself. There's no mystery. There's no mystery. There's no conspiracy. I took it down because it had music in the original Archive Infinity had music in it that I couldn't use. So I had to take the video down and then redo the whole. I basically had to redo the whole video. The one you see that says RE Archive Infinity, that's the first video. I mean, that's the second version of the first video. I took that video down and I put up that one in its place. So now it's good. Everything's good now. Um, so Lion Forge is a company that I did stuff for. But Lion Forge is owned by a couple friends of mine, and some people I know, and they approached me to do a cover for one of their books, and I did. And matter of fact, they just won an Oscar for for the cartoon Hair Love. They just won a Oscar. They won an Oscar. And my friend who still works there was part of the development team. He was up there holding the Oscar on the red carpet. So it was great. It was awesome. You know, I told him to say, hey man, I'm proud of you. You know, the other day. So yeah, I know people who won an Oscar. I know people who produce cartoons. I know people who do a lot of stuff. You know, and I'm doing my own thing, and I'm gonna get there eventually. You know, I've been working on archive for a long time, and I'd like to tell you all, I am very proud of my work. Everything I've done, I'm very proud of it. Somebody else might not be too proud of what stuff I do, but I am. Oh, so here we go. So game character image contest, Deviant. Here's my DeviantArts website, my YouTube channel, and my Facebook page, which I'm currently logged out of right now. um, but if you can come over here, you guys come over and read this, and I do talk about the Archive Infinity. I talk about using my use of Motion Builder. I quit the contest because my dad was sick. In my opinion, the contest is made up. In my opinion, the contest itself made the talent come out. It pushed iClone users while gaining more users in the process. I believe the contest was also about the versatility that iClone had to offer to animators and game makers. I am glad the contest gave us an opportunity to include other software in the process of making our submissions. So that was a very important thing back then. I said it was probably like sort of kind of predating the future here, when I was talking about iClone being used for games and stuff like that. So this was 5 years ago when I was talking about this, and now look at it. You know, now look at iClone. You know, look at Real Illusion. They're doing everything they can to get more game developers to use their software, and I think that's good because I kind of figured that's the direction. When I got iClone 6, I kind of figured that's the direction they was going into, and this is before they had Character Creator. Now, back when I did this interview, Character Creator was just getting ready to come out, and it finally came out, the first version of it. And I was basically just telling them I use Motion Builder, blah blah this. So I think up here, yeah, Icon 555, blah blah blah. Archive Infinity is about an intergalactic treasure hunter named Stella. Yeah, I haven't changed the fact that she's a treasure hunter, but now she's a treasure hunter slash mercenary. That's looking for the archives. She cannot remember who she is from when she. I haven't. I think I've refined this right here, which is fought by a clan of space pirates, blah blah this, and I think I think that's still in the story. The part of the story right now is it's like after all this stuff happened to her in the past, and now she decided to follow her own path and stuff, and she's working with people doing jobs and stuff like that, you know, because she's a female, she needs money, she needs to make money somehow, so she's like a treasure hunter slash mercenary, and one of the biggest things right now for her is to get the archive keys, and if this thing is up and running, let me see. Let me find the files. Let me find the. Let me see. I don't think it's in this one, but you can see all the stuff I've done, and most of the majority of the stuff I did. Majority of the stuff I've done live streaming, but you can see all the scenes. These are all scenes, folks. These are all scenes that make up the Archive Infinity, you know. Let me go over here. Promos, restore files, see. So and everybody knows what this is. I have these are all the scenes that I've made for my film. You know, it ain't like I've just been sitting up here lying to you guys about this stuff. No, I'm not lying to you guys. I'm actually working on my film. When I mean I'm working on my film, I mean who else would make all this content and get it ready for film? You know, the only thing that kept me held up is trying to find the right voice actors. Now, I had Genesis Omega, and we came. And the thing about it is, I had to. I was getting tired of you know who constantly chasing after her and everything. I got tired of it. So what I did is basically told her, like, after that last time, I say, you know what, we gotta try something else to get this done, because as long as this project the longer this project takes, the worse this other person is gonna get. And he doesn't understand that I'm actually working on an actual film, not for him but for me. See, this film is for me and the people who watch me. You know, this is what this is for. This is who I do this for. I don't do this for him. This is not what I do. Is not a show for him. What I do is for the people who come and watch my channel. You know, those are the folks. And every time I do one of these videos or one of these projects is related to Archive Finney, except for maybe one or two of these, except for this one, and this and this, and maybe this too. But the rest of the stuff is everything I've done. I got this. I mean, I have many scenes. I got this. I got all the scenes over here too. And this is years of work. This is like over 2 years worth of work, folks, that I've put into this project. And I do have my critics who saying, "Oh, well, your film will never be released." Well, I very doubt the fact that my film will never be released. I think my film will be worked on and then eventually released. See, I'm not on their timeline or time frame, you know, and I'm working by myself. Number two, and I want to make sure when people see this, it's gonna feel like 5, 6, 8, 20 people worked on it, because that's the way I feel every time I come here. When I work on this, I always feel like when people watch this thing, it should feel like there are 5, 6 people working on this film. This is the beginning of Archive. This is when that doctor gets kidnapped. This except for this and except for that. But this is when the doctor gets kidnapped. I worked on this. I think remember that I worked on this back in 2018. 2018 I worked on this. That's when I had my other channel, One Gun Studio 2. And a lot of this work I did on her is gone because of Joe. You know, Joe had got the channel taken down. And but I still have all the work I did on it. And I'm going to go back, because I'm going to go back and I'm going to finish this. And a lot of people will say, well, you're going to make computers, because I don't want my iClone movie to look like somebody else's iClone movie, where they don't take the actual care to go back and like adjust stuff, adjust animation, fix animation, foot slide, and all that stuff, and they just put the crap out there. You know, I want to put something out there that people are going to just like when I did the contest. I feel like I'm in a contest every day to make the best possible iClone movie that I possibly can. You know, in order to do that is I have to push myself into taking the time and cleaning up my work, and I'm always doing that. You know, the most recent, I think it's probably this one. Let me see if I get this loaded up. Give me a sec, folks. I'll be right back. I'm going to do something real quick. Be right back. Yeah, so alright, I'm back. So my whole thing is, like, I'm doing this whole thing for me and the people who watch my channel. You know, I know I've been working this for a long time, but you know what? So what? You know, it takes time for things to mature and get better, and I feel like I have matured. You know, especially when I said my channel's going to do direction, and it's going to be less of these live streams, and it is. It wasn't supposed to be no live stream this morning, but it was supposed to actually be videos But I got so tired I couldn't edit them all down. That's the thing about live streams and making videos, and it's because of all the you have to go back and edit that stuff. You have to edit it and render it. And suppose if I want to make 5 videos a day, I would be actually working for something. I think like something like maybe like 6-7 hours to make 5 videos. And maybe even more than that, depending on what I want to do. Because I like to do a lot of stuff to my videos to make sure they leave. I make sure the music scores are right, and what I'm showing you all is what the whole point of watching the video. So for like the last 2 videos, I have been working on the last 2 videos I did yesterday. Y'all got to see this.
I have my hands full of getting the professor, getting the artifact, and, let's not forget, fighting a majority of the guards. And you get the sole duty of stealing a new ship. Does that sound like a fair deal?
Your deal? It sucks.
If you don't like it, we can trade.
Fine. Get us another ship. But it's gonna be your fault if I get blasted.
That's the spirit 54.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, so I worked on this. I've been working on this part, and the only reason why I'm able to actually get this part down and get it the way I want to is because I had the voice acting. What the voice acting does, it actually helps me. And anybody can tell you this who work in animation. When you have the voice acting, it actually helps you help your timing and spacing out a whole heck of a lot than you trying to guess at it. Like, okay, this person's supposed to be here, and she's supposed to be talking, and then after she's finished talking, she's supposed to. No, actually, if I have the actual voices, I could actually go faster because I know how the events are set up based on what I've written. And what happens is that the voice acting comes in and it actually helps you with the pacing of the animation to get you from point A to point B a lot quicker than guessing at it. Because if you guess wrong, you're gonna have to either add something or take away something, and I hate doing that. So my whole thing is like before I got the voices, because a lot of my stuff does not have voices to it. What I do is basically I just lay out the scene. And I estimate on how long this scene should take. And then when I go back to getting the voices from these people, I always say, okay, you have to do this here, and then after that. And I also make somebody. Let me see if somebody's trying to contact me. I don't see nobody. I gotta make a phone call, folks. I gotta call and see when people are gonna get here. Alright, so I guess they'll ring me when they get here. Alright, like they always do. And that's the whole thing about Archive Infinity, folks. It's something that it's what you would call something that I was doing because I wanted to do it. But then over time it changed. It changed to something that I'm actually enjoying doing. And instead of just trying to rush through the whole thing, giving you like some garbage or whatever, I would rather just take my time and and just polish the diamond. And that's basically what I'm doing with Archive Infinity. It may take me a little longer than I wanted to finish it because I really want this finished like 2 falls ago. And then it came to a point to where I was going through the garbage with that troll over there, and it made me think about like, do I want to release something that's horrible, and that's going to be forgotten? I want to release something that's going to be remembered, and I think I would rather concentrate on something that's going to be remembered because people still remember my contest, the contest video I made. People still remember that. It's like, oh man, that was great. I love that. A lot of people enjoyed it. A lot of people to this day enjoy it because when I show it. People just think it's incredible, what I did. And I did it all by myself. Now I'm doing the whole thing again, but I'm making it better than before. And that's the whole thing, is to make it better. And I think I have with all the improvements I've done. And the whole thing about it is that now the whole thing is to shame me for being creative. Shame me for making something that everybody enjoyed. Shame me for working on something and passing off falsehoods about it. And there's nothing false about what I've done. I've been totally clear about everything I've done on Archive Infinity. because somebody else is angry and jealous at me because of my accomplishment. They're trying to do everything they can to disparage and discredit me, but it doesn't hold water what they're doing. Now him, you got him and his two little cronies that circle jerk each other, but I don't really care about that because I had to come to a realization this week that I'm making videos for you guys and for myself, and I don't have to listen to what other people say, even if they're doing a video simultaneously to mine, trying to say something else. It doesn't matter because I'm not listening to that person no more because I'm more listening to what you guys say. And for a long time, you guys were saying just do your work. Your work will show. Your work will show. And you don't have to sit back and constantly make videos. And that's true. I don't have to make videos, and I won't make videos about what's going on. But I can make videos about the progress of my animation, what I'm doing, the new voice actress that I got for Stella, and a whole bunch of other things that you guys enjoy me talking about. But right now, folks, as far as this whole article though, this is the past. The past has been set in stone, and no matter how much somebody wishes for it to happen, um, um, my name will forever be stuck here as the winner of Best Character Animation in iClone, and all the prizes and everything stuff I got can never be taken away from me, no matter how many times this person wishes to think that One Gun and Alvin Sterling is two different people. The Archive Infinity is my project. It's not their project. Archive Infinity I'm making for people who enjoyed the first video. This is for those folks who enjoyed my first video. This is for all 13,000 people who watched my video and who want to see a follow-up to that video. And what I'm giving them is basically the whole thing being redone. And that's what's basically taking me and then some. I've actually made more scenes. We can go over here. I've added so many scenes to this animation. It's not funny. A lot of scenes. Most of all the stuff you see here, all this stuff is new scenes for Archive Infinity and redone. I know these are redone. All these are redone scenes right here. Infiltrator. A lot of stuff I added here. Like I keep on trying to say, I'm not making this animation for the people who didn't like it. I'm making it for the people who did like it, the people who want to see more, people want to know more, especially for folks who wants to know how I did it. And I'm the same thing that drove me through the making of the first video I did for the contest is the same thing that's driving me now. I have not changed, which is basically taking you all through the steps of how I make it, doing live streams. I did videos back then about doing live streams. People can actually chime in on what I'm working, how I'm working, and ask me questions. Nothing's really changed about how I've worked. The only thing that changed is that the introduction of a troll. That's the only thing that changed from the first video to now was the troll. And also me adding more stuff. I'm not always working on Archive, and I think that's what one of the problems was. I should have kept on working on it. But one of the biggest problems I had is that for a long time I didn't have the pipeline, which kind of like slowed my work down. And now that I have the pipeline, I'm pretty good now. I mean, I'm pretty fast now. I'm a little bit faster making the scenes. I'm back. I'm actually back into the Archive of Infinity, and everybody knows that. The best thing about Archive now is that she now has a voice.
And let's not forget fighting a majority of the guards. And you get the sole duty of stealing a new ship.
So, and all said and done, folks, I think I've done a good job in keeping to my word of getting this film done and working on it, and showing you guys what I do. Me working on this is no big secret. I'm not hiding nothing from nobody, and the whole point of the matter is that there are some people out here who are very angry, very jealous, and can't let stuff go, and I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them because they can't move on. I mean, I can move on, and I have. And I told you guys the other day that I'm not going to I'm not going to listen to him no more, because all he does every day is go over, shows my picture, show my. I mean, this is exactly what he does. This is exactly what he does. This is exactly what he does every day, folks. I'm trying to find it. Here it goes. That's it, folks. This is exactly what he does every day. He just comes over here and reads this, and he reads it like I should feel ashamed, and then he picks it apart. He picks it apart and adds in his craziness to it. And I don't care. You know, I mean, just like he did a 30-minute video yesterday, and he just sat there and he just read. He just sat there and read this. That's it. That's all he did. You know. Then goes to my picture and calls me he or she. I don't have to prove to him what I am or who I am. I know who I am. Before I met him, I already knew who I was. I knew what direction I was going in my life. Too bad he stopped in his life. I'm still growing. I'm going to keep on growing. And I'm not going to be ashamed of anything I've done in the past. I'm looking forward. I'm looking more forward today than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I was like, always like, you know what? I'm tired of this person. I'm tired of this, tired of that. But now I'm like, you know what? I don't have to be tired of this person. I just don't have to pay him no attention. And that's basically what's going on right now. The whole thing is to shame me for something that's unshameable for. I won a contest. Live with it. I don't even talk about the contest. I never talk about the contest because I feel that it's old and it's time for me to move on past the contest. There will be more contests in the future. I'm guaranteed to enter or whatever. But right now, I just want to finish what I started 5 years ago, which is to fix my animation and put it out there. And I do believe 2020 will be the year when I actually get a chance to release Archive Infinity. I've done so much work. I put so much time into. I put hours into this thing. I put hours. A solo artist, and I think I've accomplished stuff that my critics will never be able to accomplish. And they know this. My critics, they know this. They know the issues with their work. They know they know that they have nothing to show for all the times they've slandered and harassed me. They have nothing to show. The only person that has something to show for all the work that he's done is me. I've shown you all I can do the work. I've shown you all that my skills. I've shown you all. I have nothing to hide. But then again, you got somebody out there that wishes to say the total opposite of what you actually see with your own eyes. So I mean, and he's gonna keep doing it, but it's all just talk. That's all it is. I put everything on my plate, folks. I put everything out there, and you all can see for yourselves. I have hours of videos. You all can look and see if I'm actually doing the work that I say I'm doing. Or using the stuff that I'm saying I'm using. Everybody sees what I'm doing. I don't hide nothing. So I'm sorry that some of you guys out there don't understand. But like I said, this isn't for you. This is for the people who watch me. So this is One Gun. I'm signing out. See you guys later. Have a nice one, and I'll talk to you some other time. Peace.